To be able to bring Dragon Cry to Blu-ray and DVD next year, 2018, as well as Fairy Tail Zero. So be on the lookout for that from Funimation coming up next year. So it's one thing to create a manga. It's another thing to hear that's going to be turned into an anime. How did you feel when you first heard Fairy Tail is going to become an anime?
真島先生がフェアリーテイルって自分の作品が、アニメ化されるって初めて聞いたときにどう思われましたか？
I'm happy. happy. それでもいろいろ不安もあったんですけども、素晴らしいスタッフの方たちによってね、非常に素晴らしいアニメになったと思います。
I was happy, but at the same time, I was a little bit worried too. How is this going to turn out? But I had a faith in the incredible team who worked on the anime series too. So I knew it was going to, be a big success.
アニメになったことがきっかけで、やっぱたくさんの方にね知ってもらいましたし、海外でも、たくさんの人に見てもらうことができたと思います。
Because of these anime created by these talented animators, a lot more people got to know about the world of fairy tale, as well as not just the people in Japan, but like overseas, like here. There's a lot more fans who has been exposed to fairy tales through the anime.
So following up that with you guys, who here first started watching or knowing about Fairy Tail through the anime? Yeah? So I think you're right. Yeah? How involved were you actually in the process of adapting the manga into an anime?
実際にその漫画がアニメ化される過程で、ご自身はどれぐらいその制作のプロセスに関わられたんですか？
僕はもうアニメのスタッフが素晴らしかったので、お任せしました。
Well, since I actually kind of relied on the animation team, I had a faith in them that they could do a good job. I decided to go completely hands off about this myself.
でもどうしても向こうのね監督とか制作者の方から、脚本までは見てほしいとかいうふうに言うのもあったので、毎回脚本をチェックするようにしてます。
But there's a request from people like the director of the anime. Oh, please just check the script for us. So, I decided to at least just take a look at the scripts that they come up with.
Very cool. That's always something I think we, especially in the US, have questions about and understanding that whole process. So, really glad we could be here today to talk about that. So, in regards to the animation, which do you think was best adapted? Which arc do you think was best adapted for the anime?
これまでに作品がアニメ化されたどこのストーリーアークが一番その自分の思っていた想像通りもしくはそれ以上の出来栄えになったと思いますか？
原作にある話はどれも好きなので、オリジナルのストーリーとかたまに作ってくれるんですけど、すごい前半の方であったキャラクター同士が入れ替わっちゃうっていうオリジナルストーリーがあったんですよ。それが僕は非常に気に入ってます。
So often these animes are made based off of the story on the manga, which I'm very familiar with and I like. But at the same time, there's the segments where it's anime original stories, and in the earlier in the season, very early on, there's a arc where the characters kind of swap with the personality and the body, and I personally quite enjoy that story arc.
I think those are some of the most fun moments in any entertainment, the body swap episodes.
日本のアニメじゃ結構定番なんですよね。
It's kind of like one of the popular tropes in Japanese manga and anime.
Oh, we get to see a lot of that here in the West as well too, so it's fun. Are there any parts of Fairy Tail that are actually based off of real life experiences? Actually,
フェアリーテイルのその作品の中で実際にその現実に基づいたイベントに基づいた部分のお話ってありますか？
結構ありますね。は
There's actually quite a bit of those.
I'm assuming not the body swapping.
でも多分体入れ替わりは違いますよね。
経験してみたいですけどね。
I want to experience it at least once.
A convention's a great place to do it. That's why you cosplay, right?
まあコンベンションだとコスプレでなんとか入れ替わりもできなくはないですよね。
そうですね。
I guess so.
Any particular ones you'd like to share?
何かその中でも一つなんか例はありますか？
そうですね。特にこれっていうのをちょっと今挙げるのは難しいんですけども。
It's kind of hard to point to like a very specific moment.
ただギルドのそのみんなで楽しくワイワイやってる雰囲気っていうのが僕のやっぱ、若い頃の学生時代の思い出をすごい反映させてます。
But like one of the example is like the guild and friends and how they come together and make a crazy ruckus. That's kind of based on my personal experience back in my college days.
例えばカナのように、お酒に強い女性が僕の周りにいたりとか。
For example, there was several people who are like Kana, who are like females who are like incredibly strong with drinking alcohol.
もうエルザのように怖いお姉さんが近くにいたりとか。
Or sometimes there's like ladies who are like Elsa, who are like really scary.
グレーのようにねすぐ脱いじゃう僕がいたりとかしました。
Or people like Gray who just takes off clothes in the middle of everywhere, like myself.
若い頃の話ね。
That was back when I was younger, though.
今はやらないよ。
Not anymore.
So which character do you think is best portrayed from the manga to the anime?
ではそのアニメ化された時にアニメが漫画になった時に一番よくアニメ化されているなと思ったキャラクターはいますか？
ハッピーハッピー？
Hey, is happy based on somebody in real life? Is that a thing?
ハッピーって現実に基づいてる。
僕がすごい猫が好きなんです。
I actually really love cats.
Right. Who doesn't, right?
Right.
Good. So we've seen some tweets from you on Twitter responding to a lot of us here on the West. Did any of those discussions with fans across seas influence or inspire you to do anything different with Fairy Tail?
先生はそのツイッターでも結構アクティブに動いていて、でなおかつそのファンからのフィードバックもよく聞いているって聞いています。でそのソーシャルメディアを使ったそのフィードバック、特に海外からの声がご自身の作品に影響を与えたことはありますか？
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
と思いたい。
I hope so. I hope it didn't influence me too much.
実際には読者の声というのは、もちろんありがたく聞くんですけども作品に反映することは、あまりしないですね。
So I actually really appreciate the fan feedbacks, but then I also try to not to get too influenced by that in order to write my own story.
なのでその分落書きとか、で皆さんが楽しんでもらえればいいなと思ってます。
But then I still like the interaction with the fans on social media, so I try to do something like, posting my doodles on my Twitter and stuff.
ツイッターはその始めた時から、僕の予想以上に海外の方のフォロワーさんが、たくさんいらっしゃったので、誰でもね見てわかるように絵が多めになりました。
So since I started Twitter, I realized how many fans are from overseas, like looking at my account. So that's when I thought, oh, maybe I should put more illustrations and art posting on my social media so that everybody in the world can enjoy.
Who you guys here are on Twitter? Twitter followers. All right, so what you have to do, if you're not following Mashima already, you have to do that right now. Tweet at him. Remember to use the hashtag Thank You Mashima and tell him about how much you love Fairy Tail.
What's his Twitter handle?
What's the Twitter handle?
At Hiro_Mashima. Check it out.
Easy enough. So you've been talking a lot with fans on Twitter, and now you're here at New York Comic Con, so you get to see a lot of them in person. Do you notice a difference between fans in the East and fans in the West?
こうやって実際にこう海外に来てみて、こちらのファンの人たちに会ってみて、日本のファンとすごいここが違うなって思う部分って何かありますか？
基本的にはすごい一緒なんですけども、こう全体で集まった時に、ゲストである私とかを皆さんが盛り上げてくれるっていう姿勢はすごい嬉しいなと思いますね。
I think fans in general have this like similar bond amongst ourselves, but at the same time, I feel like the fans over here are so like cheerful towards creators like me and just cheering on to be up here on the stage and talking and stuff.
日本では、こう演者がこうイエーイ盛り上げても
This is a feedback bringing it in from a Japanese crowd. It's just even if there's a hype man going, yeah, let's have fun. Everybody's just.
Well, you guys definitely have to prove them wrong for this side, right?
Thank you very much.
Let's talk about some of the characters here. So we talked about kind of the general idea of Fairy Tail, you using wizardry and magic, kind of because that wasn't being done in manga yet. But that opens up for really cool battles between the characters. Which characters would you most like to see fight each other, even if it has nothing to do with the story?
これまでやってきていないことで、そのフェアリーテイルの作品の中のどのキャラクターとどのキャラクターを戦わせなかったっていう。
アクノロギアと、ギルダーツが一回戦ったって話はあるんですけど、もう一回リベンジマッチさせたかったですね。
So there's a backstory when Aknologia and Gildarts fought, but I kind of want to let them have another rematch.
逆に絶対見たくないのがルーシーとリサーナです。
So the other one that I really don't want to see is Lucy versus Lisa.
仲良くしてほしい。
I want them to be friends.
So who would win if it did happen?
じゃあそのギルダーツとアクノロギアどっちが勝つと思います？
やっぱ頑張ってもね、アクノロギアには勝てないと思うんですけど。
No matter how much you try, it's really hard to beat Aknologia.
でもなんかちょっと弱点を掴んでナズたちに教えるみたいなのが良かったかもしれないですね。
But then it is possible to, find one weakness Aknologia has and tell it to Natsu and their crew and they'll take care of it.
So we did talk about a little about the egg seeds, and I'm assuming they're cats just because you like cats. Is that true?
エクシードってなんで猫なんですか？やっぱ先生が猫が好きだからですか？
そうです。猫が好きなんですけど、ちょっとねハッピー猫は好きだったんですけどなんでしょう。羽が生えてる猫だったんで、ただの猫じゃないぞってことを強調したかったんです。
I love cats, of course, right? I love cats, but these cats have wings on the back, so they're actually unique cats. That's what I wanted to emphasize.
Since you like cats so much, which one of the egg seeds would you want to personally have as a pet if you could? Or friend, I guess it's not a pet at this point in time.
じゃあエクシードを一人相棒にするとしたら誰がいいですか？
フロッシュ。
フラッシュ。
Why?
なんで
やっぱ可愛いからですよね。
It's super cute.
Alright, so now that the series is done, we know kind of everything that happens if you're up to date on the manga. So now we have the whole list of different magic powers, everything's on the table now. If you became a wizard, which kind of magic and which power would you use and why?
真島先生がもし魔法が使えるとしたら、それは一体どんな魔法ですか
1日が48時間になる魔法が欲しいです。
The magic that I can turn one day into 48 hours instead of 24.
Some time magic, okay, time wizards, that's always a good one.
そうです。そうしたらもっとたくさん漫画描けるんで。
If there was 40 hours, then I can draw more manga.
Speaking of that, we're done with Fairy Tail now, which is again, it's a bittersweet thing to be done with this manga. We're really excited that we have the full story available and excited for more of the anime to come out. But what's next for you?
先生はフェアリーテールという作品を終えて次に何をされるつもりですか
新しい作品についてはまだ、ここでは発表できないんですけども、
I honestly can't talk too much about the next story that I'm talking about here now, but
でも、しばらくねちょっと休憩を取ったり、いろいろアイデアをこう練ったりしながら、新しい作品に向けて、そろそろスタートしたいなと考えてます。
But as I'm taking a break right now, I'm already thinking about the plots for the next series, and hopefully I could start it fairly soon.
Alright, well we'll be excited to see what that's all about. Hopefully to see lots more in here from Mashima. Been big fans of everything he's been working on. We're getting down to the end of our panel here.
そろそろこのパネルの最後になりますが、